Game 7. World Series. Bottom of the ninth. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Your team down by 1. The pitch comes in. You swing. The ball finds the gap in left center, and the stadium disappears into white noise. You round third. You slide. The umpire spreads his arms wide. Safe! This is your life as every MLB level. Level 1. The Backyard Kid. You are 8 years old. Your dad nailed a milk crate to the back fence because you needed something to throw at. He wrapped a plastic bat in electrical tape because the grip cracked, and he pitches to you underhand from 10 feet every evening until your mother calls you in. When you finally hit one clean, that hollow plastic crack, something happens in your chest that has no name. You don't chase it, you just want to feel it again immediately. He throws you 40 pitches. You beg for 5 more. He throws 10. You hit 7. That night, you replay the 7 good ones on the ceiling until you fall asleep. Level 2. Little League. You are 10. The cleats are hand-me-downs from your cousin. One is half a size larger, and your jersey has a local insurance company on the back. You are the best player on your team, which means the coach leaves you at shortstop because moving you costs runs. You are 10 years old and already load-bearing. In the championship game, you go 3 for 4 with a double that clears the left fielder. Your dad watches the other team's coach watching your swing. On the drive home, he asks if you want to hit off a real pitching machine. The facility is 30 minutes away. It costs $60 an hour. He never mentions what $60 costs him. Every Saturday morning, the car is already running when you wake up. Level 3. High School Showcase. You're 16. The showcase is in Orlando in July. 43 prospects, 97 degrees at field level. 22 of them already have Division I offers. You don't. You're a note in a scout spreadsheet labeled Worth Monitoring. You uncork your throw from center and hold the follow-through a beat longer than necessary, a habit you built specifically for moments like this. The ball carries on a line. The scout with the radar gun glances at his reading, 91 miles per hour, writes something down, and doesn't look up. At the plate, you go 2 for 3. The hit you don't get was a curveball down and away that you had no business chasing, and you know at the instant your bat crosses the zone. You walk back to the dugout. A kid from Georgia passes you heading to the plate. 6'2", already shaving. He belongs here in a way that costs him nothing. You belong here too, but it costs everything you have to project it. 3 weeks later, your coach says a Cardinal scout is coming to watch you in the fall. Your hands go cold. You don't tell your parents until you're sure. Level 4. Draft Day. You are 18. The draft streams on a laptop propped against the fruit bowl. Your whole family is here. Parents, grandmother, 2 cousins who drove 4 hours. The first round passes. The second. By the 5th round, the room has gone quiet in a way nobody is acknowledging. Your phone sits face down on the couch. Every buzz freezes the room. It has been your agent twice, a teammate once, and a food delivery notification. 7th round, 214th pick, Tampa Bay Rays. Your mother is crying before the screen finishes loading. The signing bonus is $147,500. After fees and taxes, you net under $90,000, which is simultaneously the largest check of your life and almost completely beside the point. Your agent calls back. He says congratulations. Then, now the real work starts. Level 5 Rookie Ball. Fort Charlotte, Florida. 4 players in a 2-bedroom apartment, $740 a month split 4 ways. 1 working burner on the stove. No car between you. Nearest grocery store, 2 miles away. You make $500 a week. After rent and food, you clear $180. You buy rice and black beans at the start of the month and ration them through the 3rd week. You lose 11 pounds in 6 weeks. None of it planned. All of it from forgetting lunch exists. You're hitting 2.31. The problem isn't talent, it's 3 millimeters of grip pressure you add at 2 strikes that costs you a fraction of a second on your reaction, and that fraction is the difference between barreling a baseball and rolling one weakly to second. The hitting coach identified it in week 1. You've been working on it every day for 6 weeks. It still shows up under pressure like a circuit that trips at the worst possible moment. 3 millimeters. That is your entire professional existence right now. Level 6, Single A. The bus from Bowling Green to Columbia is 9 hours and 40 minutes. Your seat reclines 15 degrees and locks there. You have made this trip 4 times. You are hitting .268 with 14 home runs, the best stretch of your career, which has placed you 89th on the Rays' internal prospect rankings. There are 88 people ahead of you. The player next to you has been in Single A for 3 years. He is 24. Last month, 2 teammates got called up to High A. He wasn't one of them. He stares out the window the entire ride. You realize somewhere around hour 6 that you are afraid of becoming him, not because of who he is, but because of how clearly you can see the path that leads there. Level 7, Double A. Double A answers a question every level below it allowed you to avoid. What are you, actually? The curveball at this level breaks sharper, lands for strikes at 2 and 1, and eliminates sitting fastball as a strategy. Your decisions get faster, or your career gets shorter. Those are the only 2 options. You go 3 for 30 in August. The hitting coach says it's mental. He says it like it's a minor inconvenience. You go home, open your laptop, and watch all 30 at-bats back to back. At bat 19, your front shoulder is leaking 2 inches on breaking balls. Same problem, different form. Different variable, same equation. You sleep 4 hours. You're in the cage at 6.
Level 8, Triple A.
Triple A is the wrong kind of close. You can see the MLB schedule on the clubhouse wall. You know which injuries, which trades, which roster decisions would make your phone ring. Every AAA player in America has mentally mapped this sequence until it runs on its own, like a song you didn't choose to memorize. You're batting .301 with an .891 OPS. You've done the work. But the Rays have a crowded outfield and 2 veterans on expensive contracts they're committed to. You call your dad after a game. You tell him you're tired of waiting on someone else's injury to be your chance. He's quiet for a moment. Then, you've been getting ready for 5 years. You're still getting ready. You don't say anything back. It holds you together for about 36 hours, which is exactly as long as that conversation ever works.
Level 9, The Call.
7:18 a.m. Area code 727. You've stared at this number in your contacts for 2 years. You answer on the 2nd ring. Active roster. Reporting today. First pitch at 7:10. You write nothing down. You won't need to. Every word stays exactly in place for the rest of your life. You sit on the edge of the bed. Your roommate, the left-handed reliever from Sacramento, still here after 3 years, is asleep on the other side of the wall. You don't wake him. You start packing, and somewhere around the 3rd item, your hands begin shaking with a tremor you cannot stop. You sit on the floor and press them flat against the carpet until they settle. 6 years of waiting, and it feels exactly like fear. You take a cab to the airport. At the gate, you buy a coffee you won't drink and sit facing the window. Somewhere across the country, a major league stadium is being prepped for tonight. The roster on the clubhouse wall has your name on it. Your name.
Level 10, The Show.
The first time you step into a major league batter's box, the catcher doesn't look at you. He gives the sign. The pitch comes in at 96 with late cut. You foul off the end, and the sting runs through both hands. The catcher still hasn't looked at you. You work the count full. Then, a fastball catches too much of the plate, and your hips fire, and the ball leaves at 107 miles per hour, 386 feet, left center. You touch all 4 bases. You jog back to the dugout. 3 veterans tap your helmet without stopping their conversations. One doesn't look up from his phone. No announcement. The scoreboard has already updated. You are expected. Welcome to the major leagues, which means effective immediately, do it again tomorrow. Your meal allowance is $117.50 a day. The analytics staff sends you a pre-game tablet with the opposing pitcher broken down by pitch type, velocity band, and historical chase weight against left-handed hitters. You have 6 years of minor league work stored in your body and roughly 24 hours to figure out how to use all of it here. Level 11, the veteran. 8th season. Your right knee has a partial meniscus tear diagnosed 2 springs ago. Surgery was one option, management was the other. You chose management. Every morning you spend 45 minutes in the training room before anyone else arrives. On cold road trips, the knee stiffens by the 4th inning, and you drop your back foot slightly to redistribute the load. A compensation you have never mentioned to the coaching staff, because if you mention it, they sit you, and if they sit you, someone else takes at-bats, and you are in a contract year. Your backup is 23. He takes extra reps at your position every day, not to threaten you, but because he's exactly where you were. You give him one piece of advice during spring training, and he absorbs it like it's classified. You remember being him. The bus rides, the 9 months in AAA, the call at 7:18. None of it is abstract anymore. It is the full weight of a career, sitting exactly where your knee used to. Level 12, the World Series. Game 7. Bottom of the 9th, tied at 3. 43,000 people and the noise hits your sternum before your ears process it. 14 years of professional baseball, 1,847 games, 11 cortisone shots, 1 World Series appearance, which is this one, which is right now. The pitcher is 26 and locked in. First pitch, fastball, 97, up and in, ball 1. Second, changeup, you read the grip and hold, ball 2. Third, slider, you swing through it, 2-1. Fourth, fastball, 98, middle out, and your hips fire. The same hips that started moving before your brain caught up, back in that Baton Rouge backyard, and the ball leaves at 109 miles per hour into the gap. You are running before you hear anything. The wall, the cutoff, third base coach spinning his arm, the throw comes in on a hop, the catcher frames it. Safe. You look up, October sky above an open roof, confetti falling. Somewhere in this stadium, your dad is standing with his arms at his sides because he never knows what to do with his hands when he's overwhelmed. You know this because right now, your arms are hanging the exact same way. You look for him in the upper deck and you can't find him, but you know exactly where he is and what his face looks like, and you don't need to see it to feel it. The milk crate on the fence is gone. The electrical tape on the bat is gone. The patchy grass in Baton Rouge is gone. But somewhere tonight, there is an 8-year-old hitting off a crate nailed to a fence, feeling something in their chest that has no name, wanting to feel it again immediately. And so it goes.